Pisces, welcome to your reading. Today we're going to take a look at the month overview for March. Show me Pisces in March. Show me Pisces in March. Oh, by the way, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pisces. We entered your season not too long ago. I hope that you have a fantastic birthday, and that you get to celebrate in good company. Yeah? You get to relax and be you, have some fun maybe. But, like I said, happy birthday. What's going on, please? Show me that Piscean collective. Show me that Piscean collective. Like always, check it resonates, leave it as not. And if there's more than one energy in this board today, then you reverse it as you see fit. These are, after all, general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate. Frustrating, but normal. Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Pisces, please. Show me Pisces in March. Show me Pisces in March. Show me Pisces in March, please. Show me Pisces in March. Show me Pisces in March. Let's do one more. Show me Pisces in March, please. What's going on? Five of Pentacles, the World, King of Swords. Okay, it's almost like you're towards the beginning of March, and I mean the beginning. You're like, okay, I acknowledge it. The World, Five of Pentacles, something's broken, and we're acknowledging it. That you're bare minimum contemplating that whatever this is, its life cycle is coming to an end. But we're acknowledging it, okay? It's one thing to acknowledge the brokenness, but that's no guarantee of a full break. The World suggests we want it to be done with, finalized, or understanding with the King of Swords here that something is naturally coming to a close. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Page of Swords, the Sun, the Three of Wands. The idea is that in acknowledging this, you begin to feel some small way better days are ahead of you. And it starts out as a little guy, Page of Swords, and I understand. But the Sun and the Three of Wands, the idea that we have something to look forward to in future that suggests happiness and warmth, sunshine. There's a promise in there. Okay. Two of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the decisions made and finalized in the real world. We are leaving something behind. So here we have the acknowledgement that something that is broken, its time might be done. And it sparks within you the smallest of things. A Page of Swords, little guy. But sunshine, Three of Wands. There might be better, happier days yet before me. Yeah. Two of Wands, Four of Wands, Six of Swords. There's the active decision to leave something behind. And it looks relationship oriented. Relationship is defined by two people. It may not be marriage, but the idea is that you and I are supposed to be together. Or this is what we built. Or this is what we agreed upon. Okay? There you go. It's incredibly straightforward. Easier said than done. Obviously, I'm working with cards today, which essentially is paper. So tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. All right? And tarot is the proof of choice, not the absence of it. I'm seeing the Pisces here today making some powerful choices based on what's before them. Not denying it, but doing their best to accept it. Okay? That doesn't mean it's an easy process. It's not going to be fun. No. Obviously, when something presents itself as broken, and now we start to contemplate its life cycle, is it done? Yeah, that's not going to be a fun thing. So let's jump on into it. Okay, and that's at the very beginning of March. There's a little guy. So obviously, you haven't completely exited this yet. But the idea of acknowledging it and opening up to the fact that this is over, most likely, that you're going to have to leave it behind. It kind of tells me that it's correct. Otherwise, you wouldn't be feeling hope, no matter how small. Life goes on. Kind of like that. It's a rough translation. But I have to trust that you know what empowerment is and what correct decisions are for you. That's all any of us can do. Okay? Yeah. Four of Pentacles in reverse. How very poignant that is. Letting go. Holding on. Letting go. Holding on. Letting go. Empowerment says we know when to let things go. Okay? Anybody can hold on. And you really honestly don't know most of the time why human beings are motivation to hold on to anything. We just end up going like this. Doesn't mean it's serving a purpose. It's just typically that human instinct to hold on in case I need it later. It's a resource thing. It's part of our evolution. Okay. Back when human beings didn't have the option of plenty, 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 we had to hold on to everything. You know, a scrap of line cloth just in case. That made sense back then. Not so much now. Okay. But that hold on effect, we'll tell that to the lizard brain. That part of your brain that's like, just in case, just in case, just in case. It could be a hard winter. We got to hold on to it just in case. Okay. It does not suit so much for people, places, things, situations, and circumstances. Much more now. Not so much now. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. Anyway, Five of Pentacles. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. Show me that Five of Pentacles. Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. Let's see what's breaking. The beginning initial thing that I'm going to have to abandon this, or it's already abandoned me, hence it's the end of the cycle. You can pre-abandon something just by emotionally not showing up for it, but it's still technically in your 3D world. That in and of itself is a form of abandonment. Typically when I see people leave like this, the other person accuses them, well, you're leaving me. No, you already left us. I'm just finalizing the obvious. It's kind of like that. It might be for some of you, yes. Ten of Pentacles, foundations involved. Eight of Wands, the devil. Okay, yeah, okay. I know. We have a very strong fear here, and it's not just you. It's tied to someone else too. It's that fear. For what I'm saying today, classically, is all this was for nothing, right? And that fear can go a long way. It can. Especially when you're talking about legacy here, and you're talking about legacy here. Five of Pentacles from the Ten of Pentacles, it still leaves you with five. It's the equal division. Here's my five. Here's your five. Is this what it came down to? Dividing up the assets? Destabilizing? Here's the thing we have to keep in mind with that foundation, guys. It was already stable to begin with, or it weren't. Okay? I'm going to have a hunch there with the devil. We've had an internal growing fear that it was destabilizing for a long time. Okay. But seeing that and allowing yourself to see it are two different things. It's like you can kind of see the wear and tear of things, right? But you don't want to look too close because then you might have to see how much work there is to do in the interest of repairs. So we're used to turning a blind eye, but then that fear starts to build in the back of our brains. Everything I'm building is falling apart. I don't want to deal with that. Nope, 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 nope. That can't be true. That can't be true. That can't be true. So it's looking like not too long ago, we had a conversation with somebody about this, about the foundation falling apart. And what does that mean? Have we been collectively building towards the same assets and goals these past many years? Because that's years. That's not a couple of weeks. It's not a couple of weeks. This is a couple of years. More, probably. You know, did I build all this up for nothing? Did we build all this up for nothing? Let's face it, we've both been afraid of abandoning this thing, but we're also both afraid to stay in it. There is a we talking here, 100%. And it's an honest conversation. It was not an easy one, and it's going to be ongoing until this is resolved. Obviously, more than one conversation's in there. It's going to be ongoing, or a series, if you will, on the same topic. Are we wasting the best of ourselves by staying in this, or are we wasting the best of ourselves by exiting it? Where does abandonment begin or end in this context? That's something you two have to sort out. But I will say this, if the only thing that's been keeping you back from breaking from this is fear of loss about the foundation and not necessarily each other, you have your answer. Okay? Because if the foundation is what your two's agreement was upon entering this, then that means you're not keeping it anymore. That means the foundation wasn't stable anyway. So what other motivation is there? Okay. Let's see the world. It could be loss of coin, arguments about that. But no, I'm seeing it as a legacy, and I've always been afraid of dividing my legacy. I don't want it to deal with this. You know? All this time, energy, and effort spent for what? The world. Those are hard conversations, and there's a lot of fear behind them. All the more reason why we need to be communicating. Let's see that world. Some of the world, some of the world, some of the world. Even though I think this speaks for itself, I want to double check that world to make sure that there's nothing else in there that I'm not seeing. That isn't just on the surface 3D. And the potential fear and loss of it. There might be other things too. Let's see that world, please. The feeling. Okay, I knew I was going to see it. God dang it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you two entered a contract that was foundation only, this is about our security and comfort, not necessarily love. I see security-based contracts, unions, and relationships all the time. If you're an adult and another adult agrees to it, and that's what rocks your two's world, that's what floats your boat, peace be with you, you found your companion. So if it was more than just... We entered this for foundation reasons, companionship, stability, coin, comfort. Okay. And that's not stable, then that means the contract's null and void. That would give you full license for the both of you to exit this because it defeated the purpose of the original contract. So I kind of ruled that out as being the case because you would have exited this much sooner had it just been non-stable. Okay. I wanted to know if there was feeling behind this too. Yes, absolutely. Someone here, singular figure, honestly cannot see their emotions projected outwards towards this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that's you. There's a lot of water right there. So here's the 3D concern and the fear behind it. But the lack of emotional motivation to keep it together is gone. Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, Knight of Swords. You have a beautiful heart. 100%. You have the richness and quality and potential of a full heart, just no longer towards this. So this was more than a contractual, we agree to take care of each other type thing. The heart was supposed to be in there too. You're saying your heart no longer points in a way that you can recognize towards that foundation, whatever its status is, be it fruitful or not fruitful, stable or not stable. It's like I could have put up with instability had my heart still been in this. A lot of people can. They will power through things. Rich or poor, that kind of thing. The wedding vows is typically what we think of for rich or poor, better or worse. We can do that. We can power through people, couples. They can power through some of the most magnificent, degrading, awful experiences so long as there's one common component. Love. Wealth aside, health aside, human beings can do amazing things with their partners, by their partners, by the side, etc. So long as there's at least that one lasting condition, love. So you take away the love, what's left? Fear of chaos. Is that enough motivation for either one of you to stay? You know? The riding high in the streets when the times are great, riding low in the streets or not at all when times are not great and the money's not fluid and things are tight. All that is manageable. It's all manageable. People will go to the ends of the earth for the person they love. And I don't mean romantic in love. I mean because I love and care about you and respect you. You know, everything else, none of that matters. Okay. So the motivation to keep a poorly patternized foundation in play is exiting because your love, as far as I can tell, is no longer fulfilled or searching for it. To keep it together, to find reasons to keep it together. So you're appreciating the reality for what it is and the emotional absence behind it. Okay? So your heart's beautiful, but it no longer goes in this direction. And it probably hasn't for a very long time. Let's see that King of Swords, please. Show me that King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords. Show me that it's a hell of an opening to March. But again, it's here with the hard conversations and recognition, talking. So it's the thing itself isn't done till later. Let me make that clear. Here we have the reality kicking in, the weight. Okay. Let's see that King of Swords. Let's see that King of Swords, please. And I know that you're trying to keep your mental shit together about this. I know, I see it, honey. I get it. Okay. You want to do the right thing, and that means discussing the hard truths. I understand. I respect that. So in that respect, you two are absolutely doing the right thing. You're having those hard conversations, and you're being very honest. And that way you can both gauge about what the right thing is. Okay. And that's still part of being a relationship. Okay. All right. So the King of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, what to do, Judgment, Six of Wands, exactly what we're talking about. Whatever it is you do, it's still up in the air in terms of the practical realities, pragmatics, signing things down, nailing it down. The King of Swords is still processing this. Like I said, this is a very hard conversation. Bravo to you. You're getting it sorted. You understand Judgment's with you. You understand this as a King of Swords. The responsibility of knowledge to make a decision is with you. You know this. And that's why you're taking your time with it. Don't rush. Don't be rushed. Keep that line of communication on with the person. I know the feelings are shut down, but you still have a lot to sort out in your 3D. That's going to require more conversation, not less, especially if it's difficult. So I think I completely agree with you that you're withdrawing your emotions because it's pretty easy at this point. But keeping a level head, that's different. So whatever it is you do decide, you want to do so with confidence, I completely agree with you. So the King, Queen of Swords, they need all the information they can get. Right? Keep it factual, keep it to the point. Sort it out, sort it out, sort it out. You know this is going to be a carefully crafted decision. The realities, I think you're trying to keep it away from the zone of faults. You want to keep it to like a no-fault zone, which is very honorable of you. And that is something that I see, personally I see, when people lose love of the thing. Okay? When you have or you lose love of the thing or the relationship, one of two things happen. People approach it like you do. I want to do the right thing, and that means being informed and being level-headed. Or people swing wildly in the other direction. To justify their absence of feeling, they will insist upon hate as a reason to separate. You don't need to take it to that place. Nobody should take it to that place. But it's like, I need to demonize the other person in order to justify my absence of love. No, you just need to be honest. Why? I couldn't tell you. You would know best. That comes down to you. Your love for this situation stopped showing up for this a long time ago. You're just now catching up to the reality of it, and you're trying to be responsible with that knowledge. Bravo. Bravo. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Good job. I don't want you, it's tempting to swing in that direction of, you abandoned me and I hate you and this is why. You're not doing that. You're not. Good for you. And you refuse to take it that space, and I want you to stay on that course. It will serve you well later. Okay? You're taking the decision of this very responsibly, and you want to be confident. So, good job. I mean that. Okay, I don't know what your partner's experiencing and how they're reacting. It could be poor, or it could be equally positive, neutral. I don't know. But I hope that you are being met in kind. Okay, I do. I hope it's amicable, whatever this is. Okay? Let's jump on over here. Page of Swords, the Sun, the Three of Wands. Small and little guy. I'm going to go ahead and bypass that Page of Swords. He speaks for himself. There's a very small idea that maybe we could have a hope on the horizon. The hope for Sun. The Sun is happy. The Sun is warmth. I don't know if it's the happiest card in the deck. Yeah. But the actual application of it is warmth. The appreciation of warm versus being cold. You have this idea you could feel warm again. Out there somewhere on the horizon, but it needs time. Okay? So, let's see that sun. Show me that sun. Show me that sun. Don't forget to appreciate the little things as you go. I know it's going to be hard to do when you're knee deep in it like that, but it's the little things, honey. When you're out for a walk or you're doing something, you see something that catches your eye, just stand there, be still and dwell on it. Okay? And thank that moment for giving you some much needed distance between yourself and this. Those are those little moments. Okay? That will help you get in better contact with the sun. All right? Let's see that sun, please. Goodness knows. King of Pentacles, the Lovers. Oh, such a little guy. Page of Swords. Oh, you almost broke my heart, Pisces. What the hell? Oh my God! That just hit me in the chest. That was so weird. I mean, it's a good weird, but it's a weird. Because I wasn't expecting all that. I thought you were going to be like, I'm going to start with self-love and, you know, it's not me. I would just say, goodness knows. So when I've worked with clients and, you know, been through my own personal experiences, how do you know you're starting to feel warm again? Well, the vibrancy of those little things you pick up on it. You start to see more color. Okay. You start to increase your senses. You smell things more easily. You can smile a little more easy. You don't feel so much weight in your chest, but you see color and you can taste things more sharply than you had in a long time. It's the aversion of being warm is to wake up like a flower in the spring. That's what it is to open up, but it's a gentle process. It goes back to blooming or understanding that you even can bloom to feel those things again and to feel alive again. There's always the little things. That's why I say, always be mindful of the little things. The big things typically take care of themselves, so long as we're an active participant, such as you're being. So good job again. But the little things, we can often neglect them at our own cost. So be mindful of your surroundings. And there's that Page of Swords really trying to put you in focus of those little things. So when I clarified your sun, I wasn't expecting to see all that. I rewind that shit. You'll see the surprise on my face. Because at least I think you will. I don't surprise too easily. Typically, you know, energies I just can't tune into are the ones that are most likely to surprise me. And that happens just because I'm intuitive isn't a guarantee, guys. Intuition comes and goes. It's not always a guarantee. It's not always a guaranteed conduit. It just... Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it don't. So you surprised me here. It's a beautiful surprise. When I asked, what does your sun look like when you start to warm up? You're like, well, Christina. King of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Temperance. I were not expecting this. I'm Southern, so every now and again, you know, expressions. I weren't, that kind of thing. I weren't expecting that. You have a rather sizable, you have a rather sizable idea of what would make you warm. It's not vague at all. It's incredibly specific. Honey, you went from I'm warming up to the idea to I'd like to jump into the frying pan to the fire. Except it's a warm fire. It's a loving fire. It's a sexy fire. It's an embracing fire. And it's a calming fire, too. It's a contradiction in terms, unless it's a warmth that loves you. So that's a very tempering fire. It's healing in nature. Whatever this strong connection is, you're saying when the time is right, you hope to get back to it one day. Not this. This is done. Okay. You know that. I don't need to keep going on about it. That's done. All that's left is word and deed, really. And you're defining the words now as we speak, and then I see the deed for you in the future. So, but this was a nice little interim. It's like maybe one day that strong connection will use its warmth to temper me, and I can temper it, and we feel great. And the King of Pentacles is taking that seriously in terms of reality. So you have a very strong idea of how you'd like to see yourself bloom in future. But it's a little guy, Page of Swords. But just the idea of it makes you expand in your heart space and in your chest, and it's got you feeling things that you haven't felt in a long time compared to where you're coming from. So that's very specific. The Lovers here, Temperance over time. So I know you know this person. There's no way you don't. There's just no way you don't. And the idea is, with that strong connection that evokes in me such beautiful qualities, the idea is I could do the same for them. And I know that. And that gives you confidence. And it gives you hope. Just not yet. 3 of Wands. Perhaps I can heal with that very strong connection. Okay. Let's see that 3 of Wands then. I don't know what the backstory is. I have no clue. Right now, it's just a little idea in your mind's eye, but it brings you so much joy. Let's see that 3 of Wands. Show me that 3 of Wands. Show me that 3 of Wands. Show me that 3 of Wands. And by the way, back here on that world with all that emotion, I did see it as you. However, given the situation, for anyone who took offense, yeah, there's a good chance the love isn't returned both ways. Okay, just FYI. But I am defaulting to you simply because you showed me the King of Swords, and in lieu of your emotions towards this, you're showing me action about what to do. Okay? So it's like a compromise. I don't love this anymore, but I'm still trying to show it respect. Okay? But yes, it can absolutely stand to reason that that lack of love is going both ways. All right, let's see that Three of Wands. I don't know why I felt I had to touch back on that, but I decided to go ahead and do it. All right, show me that Three of Wands. Show me that Three of Wands. Show me that Three of Wands. Some of you always wanted to do a travel or cross-country kind of tour thing. And an RV, something like that. A little Did you have dreams of a VW wagon or something like that? Traveling just for fun. See the country, but on the road. Yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. Not sure where that came from. But some of you are natural wanderers. And it's something you always wanted to kind of pack up and just travel across country. I don't know why I'm getting that. But you wanted to do it yourself. You wanted to drive, camp, the whole thing. RV, something like that. You want to see the sights with your own eyes. Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, completely in conjunction with what I saw here today. It's just you saying it's going to take time, but you're committed to it. Not only you're committed to it spiritually. So these two, it makes me happy when I see those two cooperate, because they don't always cooperate. These two can fight like cats and dogs. If you're like, but Christina, they're spiritual entities. Yeah. Yeah. You ever wrestled with yourself? You're a spiritual entity too. Yeah. Your spirit can absolutely cause a fuss with your other parts of yourself. You bet. So it's nice to see these two. This is like the mother and father figure of spiritual energy right here. This guy enforces what we know, or he believes he knows, but with full conviction. This one enforces what she believes she knows, but without the rule book. She's kind of like, I write my own rule book, thank you. And I feel this way. And he can be like, but this is true. So it's nice to see these two work together. We are highly committed to what we feel intuitively. It's a matter of time before we have that new opportunity or renewed opportunity, which is what I believe here. But again, it is going to indeed be a matter of time. Wow. Don't you have a strong vision, my friend? A strong vision and a very strong feeling and a commitment to it. You're formidable. At least in what you feel, what you recognize, spiritually and otherwise. But also with the insistence of, this will be mine in time, but I need to be patient. Wow. Pisces. I haven't called you guys spicy Pisces in a long time. I'm impressed. Let's see you do it. I'm just saying. You can say Christina's challenging me, or you can be like, that's right. Which one's which is up to you. I'm just saying. Sometimes some of us thrive on challenge, right? New opportunity. Yeah. I know. You know. Some people thrive on challenge. Like me, I challenge myself. I measure against myself, no one else. Okay? That's something I concluded that's correct for me. Other people, they experience challenge via other people. And they want to step up to that or step into it because there's something to learn, there's something to achieve. Where you are is where you are. Okay? There you go. All right. I like your reading, Pisces. I'm sorry about your opening. But this is a known reality. You've known for a while. Okay. Okay. Two of Wands, there's the active decision. Where are we on time? Yeah, we can go ahead and skip that. The active decision about the relationship, Six of Swords, to move on. This is the one we, practically speaking, are still sorting out in our reality. This is personal in terms of what you're feeling for yourself in future orientation in March. And it's strong too. And it's projected outwards into time. It's not right there in front of you. It's not in the Pisces I'm looking at. You know that. Okay. Let's see then. Let's go ahead and, excuse me. Let's go ahead and look at that Four of Wands. Show me 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 the Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands. Do you know, I've always wanted to do a trip to the Oregon coastline by car. You know, I get it. I get that feeling. For those of you who resonate, I know there's something about that. I always want to go up to the, just via taking my time. I always wanted to see the forest, you know? And I do all the standard stuff on the way, but, you know, still. Let's see that Four of Wands. Some of the Four of Wands. Some of that Four of Wands. Okay, what's up? Nine of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Knights of Swords. Yeah. There's the recognition in here, the decision in you about why you've been holding on. There's your Knight of Swords taking action towards this. And you recognizing your process towards it. You've held on to this out of habit. You always took action towards it, and you're finding this self-soothing. You're kind of telling yourself when you're measuring against your own decision here, did I always show up for this? Yes. Did I love this the best I could, even while I held on to it? Yeah. Why? Because I loved myself. Yeah. This is an important point that you are making to yourself, and I believe the other person. I always showed up for this. That was my decision. It was my decision to hold on to this. It pleased me to do this. I wanted to do this. But at some point, I stopped working for this out of sense of self-fulfillment. When it stopped feeling like love and it became more like work. But I always showed up. You're showing me your decision-making process as you're discussing it with this person. Okay? And I think that's something to keep in mind. That it was your choice, Nine of Cups, to hold on to this, and I'll just hold on to it. You took action towards it to the best of your abilities. You're conveying some very important language to your person. Okay? Or whomever this is. Okay? Which again, separate from this. For those of you who just tuned in or you decided to scroll on past, yeah, we're talking about two people today. Well, actually, no, I'm not talking about this. They're not there. You have the motivation of them being there for you in future. And that's what gives you warmth. It spreads through your chest naturally. That's how I know it's right for you. And you're showing me such high levels of spiritual consolidation that this is a truth that you understand and that you look forward to. And that's remarkable. It's beautiful. So you're saying it's mine, and I know it. I know it's mine. I know it's mine. Okay. All right. Sorry. I don't get to see stuff like this all the time. That level of self-awareness is pretty amazing. Let's see that Six of Swords. Some of that Six of Swords. Some of that Six of Swords. What I believe I'm seeing here is parting words. It's almost like you're saying, if you ever need me, I will be there, but not like that. Not anymore. Kind of like that. Should you need me. But it's going to be like how you took approach to this relationship or marriage before. If you need me, I was always there. I chose to. And you're saying you still will, but we won't be together. Not like that. Four of Swords, yeah, Three of Pentacles. I completely agree with you, Strength. You're offering me, or I'm not offering me, I'm sorry. You're offering this situation, friendship as consolation. You're saying, if you ever need me, I'll be there, but not like that. We're friends now. As you move away from this, it is a calm, peaceful exit. Congratulations. It looks amicable. You're needing strength to keep moving this forward. I don't see any kickback, arguing, or any sort of distemper. Okay. It's good. That's good. Or even if that's there, you're showing me the willingness to push past it, that you won't engage. I don't know. But I completely, you consolidated Four of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Strength. You are offering a peaceful sort of friendship. Again, if you need me, I'll be there, but I have to go this way now. Wow. Okay. This has to be one of the cleanest reads I've seen in a while. And by that, I mean, you showed me something from start to finish. Now, when you actually complete your exit from this relationship, I don't know. I see you parting ways with it in the most correct of ways, the most caring of ways in future. I'm not necessarily convinced it's in the same month of March, although it could be. That might be one of your decision. decision-making factors. And so explaining to Aquarius, I am absolutely wiped out today, and it's normal for me. We're having early spring here in Texas, which means the pollen's early, which means everything's attacking me, and I am absolutely exhausted. Whenever there's a high spike in pollen, my breathing gets heavier, and I get tired very quickly. It's just normal. It's just part. If you're ever allergic to pollen at a high level, you know what I'm talking about. It's not some casual, I got the sniffles. No. I wish it was the sniffles, honey. I wish it was the sniffles, okay? Some days there's just not enough coffee in the world. And today's one of those days. But we're still here. And we did a good reading today. I'm so proud of you. This is amazing. It's thoughtful. It's considerate of your future, this person's future, and what looks like the love of your life, if I'm being perfectly honest. I don't know who that is, but the way you react to them emotionally and everything else is... And the thing is, they're not in front of you. That's what's weird. That's the whole point, is moving on so you can't get in front of them, you know? So I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're a lover from long ago and far away. I have not a clue. It's about what it represents. But the way you claim that knowledge spiritually and otherwise, it tells me that you know it's for you. And I like that. I do. All right. Yes. Mindful groupthink, being mindful. I know. That's what you showed me with almost stranger curiosity. The reflection. Oh. Okay. And that's fair. A stranger. Being mindful. Being mindful, separating how you experience this person from what other people would think. Yeah. I'm sure that they're a good person, but that doesn't mean they're your person. You have to separate that. Okay? They might be an amazing person, but that doesn't mean they're your person, or you stop being their person. I don't know. But the thing is, when you look at that person who's closest to you, they feel like an absolute stranger. And you don't see yourself in it anymore, in the reflection pool. You cannot see yourself in it, so be mindful. And so you are. Okay. 53 and 40. Okay, got to wrap this one up, but I feel like, yeah, there it is. Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. It's going to be a whirlwind of activity. But the idea is moving out of stagnation, and we all, 15? I've been trying to remember to announce all the numbers, but 15, for some reason, that's important. That's shining through a little stronger than the other ones. But yeah, Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation, 15. Okay. Mid-month might be important, or 15 is a number of confirmation for some of you. Okay. Message of concern, 14. There's the conversation. About the wealth. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the distribution of resources. And, you know, I don't know about sudden, but it might seem like it's happening fast. There it is again. Lovers, number 15. I said 15 might be important. Anyway, I know. Over there. Yes, I know. I see your commitment to it right there. Your soul's already committed to it, if nothing else. But the message of concern, wealth, that's what I'm saying. That's. I wanted to get back to this. I wasn't... This is a beautiful portion. I wanted to get back to the reality of it. I know. And you're probably sick of the reality, but you got to live it, honey, and you got to live it in order to get through it. Okay, remember that. The despair, the message of concern, here's the talk, there's these hard conversations about the reality and how it feels like a hopeless situation, and this is what we need to do to get through it. All right there, 32, 14, 11. There's the commitment, undisputed, that looks like commitment to a strong connection at some point further down the road. Okay. Whew. Pisces, honey, I hope this one helped you. It was really interesting. Take care. Be well.